Hi, my name is
In
Annisa Safira.
here, I'm
My
going to
student number
talk
is
about gender
152.
inequality
In here,
in
I'm going to give you a
education by
presentation
Dyaah,
about
Aini,
gender
Puteri.
inequality in education
For the main
from
issue,
Dyaah,
as we
Aini,
can see
Puteri.
in here,
Enjoy!
giving insight to people about the implementation of gender inequality in education proposes. For the main object, the construction of gender inequality between the men and women in the graduation photograph from @monash_unis Instagram account. For the keywords is patriarchy, women as other, gender inequality, traditional gender roles, and higher education. The first related study is gender inequality, female leadership, and aid allocation by Linda Clement, Peter Nunnekamp, and Rainer Thiel at 2016. For the main issue is whether gender inequality shapes the allocation behavior of donors by performing an empirical study on the allocation of aid for education. For the main object, girls receive less schooling than boys. The overview of the first related study that gender inequality in schooling in the recipient countries is more likely to affect the aid allocation of donor countries with female leadership of the ministry in charge of development cooperation. The similarities is use female as an object, and the differences is data collection. And the second related study is problem in women's education in Turkey, implementation and suggested solutions by Professor Dr. Emin Demirey in 2015, Volume 6. The main issue of the second related study is the inequality in gender causes and artificial discrimination in benefiting from opportunities, allocating and using sources, getting the services, and in other jobs that women can do. The main object is inequality in benefiting from education opportunities. The overview of the second related study is the literacy of women, and getting an education is the key to improve family health, nourishment, and education to involve them in decision-making processes. The similarities of the second related study is talking about feminism, and the differences is this study discusses the level of women's benefiting from education opportunities in Turkey, the implementation to increase women's education level and problem, and suggested solution. The third related study is gender inequality in the field of science and research by Bianca Poskatova and Pavlin Kribikova in 2017. The third related study main issue is women in science and research, and they also point out that gender inequality still exists in Russia and the USA. For the main object is women in science. Overview of the third related study. Although feminist issues are still publicly discussed, the share of women in managerial posts as well as in science and research is still insufficient worldwide. It is far from share of men. The similarities of the third related study talks about gender inequality, and the differences is talks about feminism, not patriarchy. The fourth related study is gender, religion, and patriarchy. The educational discrimination of coastal Madurese women is Java by Sudarso, Philippus Edikeban, and Siti Masuda in 2019. The main issue of the fourth related study is the phenomenon of gender inequality faced by women in Indonesia society, such as in the coastal regions of East Java. The main object is Madurese women. Overview of the fourth related study is the writers want to show us about the gender equality in Indonesian society, such as in the coastal regions of East Java. That happened in Madura's women because of religion and patriarchy. Not just about that. Coastal women also experience structural pressure because most of them is from poor families. The similarities in the fourth related study is talks about same issue as my thesis, which is gender equality, and the differences is just different object. Conclusion. In this thesis, they talk about gender equalities, how gender equality should be treated, how women should get the same portion of education.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and bye.